advice that I would give to sister missionaries who are headed to Oaxaca or southern Mexico is make sure that you bring a rain jacket because it can pour. There was a few times when me and my companion put plastic bags on our heads and on our bodies just to try to keep, and on our bags just to try to keep everything from not getting wet. It rains, and it rains hard in all of Oaxaca, but specifically in the Istmo, but really everywhere. And when it rains, it pours, and the streets sometimes become like rivers. You are walking through rivers as you go down the street. So I would say bring boots, rain boots that are comfortable for walking in, and or at least bring money to buy some when you're there. And then also, bring a good rain jacket because you're going to need it. I was not prepared, and I think it says that in the packet, but follow that instruction because it's so important. Also, something that I feel like it didn't say in the packet that is needed in Oaxaca is you need to bring your own bedding. So bring your own sheets and things like that, because that's needed. I don't know if all missions need that, but in Oaxaca you do. So bring a pillowcase and bring sheets. I would say don't bring too much clothes, really. It's not worth it. Packing so much and paying like tons of extra money to have an extra suitcase, it becomes a hassle in the mission if you're transferring, especially in Oaxaca where you have to transfer. Like there's an 8-hour drive to get to your next area in a bus. You don't want to be at the bus station with all of your, with extra suitcases. It just becomes a huge hassle. So pack light. You can always buy things when you're there. If you need an extra blouse or if you need a new skirt, they're inexpensive and there's a lot of them there. Buy things that aren't super heavy because it's hot. It will get super hot. It rains a lot and it gets hot. And if you're wearing something that's thick, you don't want to be wet in that and you don't want to be sweating in that. So buy lightweight stuff to bring with you. Oftentimes there's wind, so I would encourage maybe bringing some lighter weight flowing skirts, but also bring some that are good for the wind so nothing blows up. And in the Oaxaca mission, it's actually acceptable now to wear pants in certain areas for girls. So for sister missionaries, I would encourage to bring maybe even just one. I didn't have any, but I borrowed my companion's once. But it's good to have because there's a lot of mosquitoes. So bring bug repellent too, and make sure you can get it there. But if you can, bring bug repellent because that's always needed. You are always going to need bug repellent and sunscreen. If you use sunscreen, make sure to bring it because you can also get burnt. Safety things, just don't wear a lot of big jewelry, even if it's pretty. You don't, when you're a missionary in Oaxaca, in Mexico, you don't have to be gorgeous and wear lots of jewelry and lots of makeup because it's just going to fall off anyway and your hair's going to get all messy anyway. Try to look nice, obviously, but wearing high quality clothes is kind of something that can last, but something that's simple is best. Also, because you don't want to look too incredibly wealthy when you're around a bunch of poor people who don't have very much, because it's hard for them to relate to you if they think that you're a lot higher class than they are. And it's good to just be simple and always remember to be humble in every situation. As far as safety goes, just stay in areas that you know are safe. If you're going to start looking for new areas or going kind of out of your normal area, make sure that you have enough time and that you don't get there when it's starting to get dark, because you don't want to be lost when it's dark. That's not a good situation to be in. Make sure your phone is always charged. So if you do get lost, then there's always a bishop to call or always somebody to call. And like I said, the members are super, super helpful and super loving, so there will always be someone who can help you out. Always make sure your phone's charged and stay in areas that are light and that aren't scary. If you feel like you need to go to an area that's new or different or maybe a little bit less desirable or scarier than a normal place, make sure that you're following the Spirit.